can't see the dials. So although it's light, it's not that easy to move around because, well, I've got short legs and the bike is is about 815 millimeters. So now so this is my first ride of the new Yamaha XSR700. Now the bike, it looks very nice. You can check out my last video on the a few details that I shot when I was in the showroom when this bike was when it wasn't available for test ride. So a few things. The seat height it's quite high for a small bike, so taller guys will find it nice and just right, I guess. But if you're like me, if you're shorty, then it isn't one of the lowest bikes. In terms of power, well, this is a parallel twin 700cc engine from the MT-07. It's going to be enough for most people. And to be honest, riding at national speed limit and in 6th gear, you're going about 4.5 to 5,000 RPM. There's plenty of power left in reserve, so not a complaint at all in terms of the power. It's a good amount of braking power from the twin disc on the front. However, the back one feels a bit vague, and I didn't like it that much. I mean, every bike is different, but this one just felt it's either nothing or you have to push your foot all the way down to get some of the rear braking. The only LED lighting is the big one on the back, which is always good. Now the seat, it looks nice, it's well padded, it's really squidgy, really comfortable. I love it. It's so nice. Not sure about the pillion seat. this isn't something the majority of people will be worried about, because you're riding this solo most of the time, not to worry about the passenger. So yeah, big thumbs up for the seat. The mirrors are good. They I don't know how you adjust them, but they were a bit stiff. But they do a brilliant job. I think they're better than the ones on my MT-09 Tracer. Go on to the handlebar section. If you think about the clutch is very, very light, therefore very easy to change gear. The controls are light and easy, nothing fancy here, very, very basic. And going to the middle, I'll come back to the display in a little while. Here you've got your kill switch and ignition starts on the same switch, and hazard light and the throttle. To start the bike is very easy. You've got the key which is mounted to the front, similar to the MT-07, and there's lots of information on the little relatively small display. You can cycle through the miles per gallon, average miles per gallon, engine temperature, air temperature, a clock, and the total distance the bike's covered, and trip meter, trip 1 and trip 2. That's it. And you've got your neutral light, oil, indicator light left and right. And what else have you got? You've got a fuel gauge, which is quite wide, this big part at the bottom, and your rev counter is from 0 to indicated 10,000 RPM, red line, so 10, 11, that's in the red line area. A gear indicator, which is nice. Having said that, a lot of this information wasn't available to me while I was riding, unless you're wearing an open face helmet. A lot of these will be, you have to look down for it, so maybe a slight negative. I'd like to see what speed I'm doing, something that the XSR700 isn't very good at. I think the MT-07 has similar issues where the instruments are a bit too far back. Now to start the engine, you can see it's tickling at just 1500 RPM there. Engine off. So earlier I did have some A-road riding, some fast country lanes at 60 miles per hour or just slightly above that, and you know, the bike coped with it perfectly fine. You know, it's not it didn't struggle at all. But I did find a few things. I mean, the wind protection from, well, it's a naked bike, or what can you say? It's not something that I'm used to. I'd prefer something with a bit of screen on the front. In my case, a massive screen. If you've seen my Tracer with the Yamaha standard, well, the Yamaha factory screen. So it's just a bit of, well, I guess some people will call it what real motorcycling should be like. Nothing on the front. It's it. That's it. So you've got your just very simple headlight unit. I'm not sure how I'll cope on the motorways. I think it will be a lot of wind blast, but time to find out. Okay, time to go on the motorway now on the XSR700. It's a mouthful, the name, XSR700. Beautiful rear light. Don't know what it looks like when the rear brake is on. Super bright, that's good. Now time to go. God, it is a tour bike. I keep saying that, but you know, I was expecting something a little bit shorter or lower of this size. Now the reason I want to try this out on the motorway is that if I do change from my Tracer to a naked bike like this one or the Ducati Scrambler, I still want to be able to commute to work, which is, if you haven't heard me before, it's 60 miles a day round trip on the motorway. Oh god, yeah. Got plenty of torque, lots and lots and lots of torque. Oh, easily. Motorway at 60 miles an hour, good. Wind is okay. Traveling at 70, it's alright. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, just spent about 5 miles on the motorway. Whew. Well, the head's about to come off. That's how much different this is to fared bike with a little bit of wind protection. There's nothing here. There's absolutely nothing. It's a good bike, just not for not designed for. Oh shite. Okay, so I may be able to give you my first impressions properly now on all sorts of road. It's really fun bike, but it's not a commuter bike for the open road, if you like, and it's making me rethink that is a naked bike suitable for me. As a second bike, absolutely, anyone could be. Well, I think anyone would be very happy to have this as a second bike, but as the only motorcycle to commute on, to carry pillions or traveling for miles, I mean, the seat is fine, the riding position is excellent, the bars are in the right place. Well, I guess they all are, but this one's closer to you, so a very relaxing bike to ride. So let me summarize this for you then. What it is and what it isn't. The XSR700. It's a good looking bike. It's a very capable bike. It's a bike that you'd be quite happy to ride as a weekend, you know, fun bike. And if you haven't got a lot to commute, if you are in a big city or something, like I said, the gears and the clutch are very easy to operate. So you won't find yourself, you know, struggling in heavy traffic or even, you know, filtering. What this bike doesn't give you as a rider or the owner is the everyday kind of practicality. This is like your designer bike where you know it's in a fancy dress, you know, it looks cool, it's the right kind of style for lots of cool people. Whereas for me, I'm not sure. I mean, for me, I'm after a bike that I can just jump on and I just go for miles, or at least for the commuting miles. No, I'm not sure. For me, it's a difficult one. They are good bikes, aren't they? Very powerful, very torquey engine. Oh, I'm back. I've got to say thank you for Sam at Powered Biking High Wycombe for lending me this bike to do this test ride. I'm very lucky to have... Oh, where do I grab? If I want to move it, do I hold on to this thing? Do I hold on to this thing if I want to move it backwards? Eh?